are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. From the 45 on 2nd down, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Max Crosby. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They go back to the ground now with Eckler, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here first and goal. It's Eckler again. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try the air now with Herbert. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. After the sack, third and goal now from the 12. Here's Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Carr going to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. And the Las Vegas
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Chargers 3. Raiders nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
2 yards on the second and 8.
Again, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's complete to John Ross. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From midfield, here's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And some room to work. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On second down, Jacobs. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They converted 12. Drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
On second down, Eckler. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now Herbert, third and goal. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Herbert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He hits Adams, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They snap it to Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Carr are going to give it to Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jeremy Chin there defensively. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw, it's Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it.
Complete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Carr to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll stay crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle with Eckler. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense on third down today, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Open man, Parham. He's got him. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Herbert off of play action. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. 3rd and long. It's Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And Allen's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Young. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. In motion comes the tight end left. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
At the 16-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Coming up on 2nd and 7. In motion, the tight end. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 72 yards on the ground for Eckler here. That's a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Chargers are going to continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.